104.1 KRBE. Let's get started. It's the Roula and Ryan Show.
Wake up, fool!
Hey, wake up!
It's about to get all stupid up in here!
Right here.
Featuring Eric.
Eric, he is a bad, bad man.
Special K.
The big red K.
Are you threatening me?
I'm waiting for you.
And Sam.
I am a wife! I am a wife!
You've waited long enough.
How the heck do you pronounce this woman's name?
Roula. And
Ding dong.
Ryan. 104.1 KRBE.
Good morning.
Good morning, Houston, Texas. It's Monday, February 5th of 2024, and it's 6 o'clock on the dot, guys.
All right.
Rula, Ryan, Eric, Mr. K, and Sam clocking in on time. Exactly on the dot. Happy Monday, friends.
Happy Monday.
Sam's back.
Hi. I know.
People
Sorry.
thought she quit.
No.
She was just going off
I
the
know.
sunset.
I've been out a lot. I think I've used
Do you like to work
all
here
of-
anymore?
I've used literally, I think, all of my sick days, and it's only February, 5th?
Yeah.
I feel like having a baby has destroyed my immune system. I get sick all the time because Santiago is a daycare baby, and I always keep hearing like, oh, if you have a daycare baby, that baby brings home everything.
I'm sorry.
And Santiago brings home everything.
Let me ask you this. Does that discourage you from wanting to have more?
No.
Okay. Well, then don't complain about it.
Yeah,
You'd be
but
fine. Yeah,
She's not complaining. She's just stating a fact.
you being sick and then having to take care of yourself is one thing. You
Yeah.
being sick and having to take care of another little human that can't do anything
You can't
by
even enjoy
himself.
the sickness where you just stay in
you
the
can't
covers.
wallow in
Yeah.
it. You can't like lean into it.
Awful. And this kid takes 30-minute naps. I get maybe 2 30-minute naps throughout the day.
Ooh, that's rough.
Well, that's
So-
it? That's all he sleeps?
I see what
You
you
sleep-
go through,
That's
and it
shocking.
is rough, and I feel for you so
when you're
much.
sick on top of that, it's like, oh man.
Well, you know what? This is a bad.
a lot.
It's a bad commercial because I can't remember the product, but it is some sort of a cold product where the commercial was the stuffed up mom or dad opens the kid's door, and the kid is like a toddler. It says, "Listen, I'm gonna take a sick day today. I really can't take
You're
care
the
of you,
kid.
so you're on your own." It was for like Mucinex or like I don't know, one of those
Let's do that.
cold
and then
remedies.
walk to the husband. Sorry, I'm sick. I'm taking a day off too. Not
Yeah.
cooking your food. Not going to baby you.
Oh, Mark's been really, really good. But yeah, still, it's like, it's just a lot. As you guys have known, because you all have kiddos.
Yeah,
Especially
it's-
up north, where, like some of them get the runny nose, like that snot going
Ew.
down. I remember as a little baby
He
in the
hates his,
daycare,
like-
but they were tough when he came down here when he's like
Yeah.
2. Like he never got sick.
I'm
Knock
hoping
on
he'll
wood.
be 1 next month. Can you believe that? I'll
Oh
have
my
a 1-year-old. I know.
Wow.
He just turned 11 months.
Is he walking yet? He's about to, right?
He'll take like maybe 1 or 2 steps and then he falls. He got that little diaper booty.
Listen, you
so,
think
like,
you don't have
pads
time
it.
now because I'm sick, and when he starts walking,
Oh,
you
I'm sure
will
it's game
never
over.
rest.
It's game over.
Are you totally
Because
baby
every
proofed?
little tiny little bead or knob or nut or something on the floor, you're like, oh God, they're gonna put it in their mouth. They're gonna find it, put it
Oh,
in
he
their
does
mouth.
that already now, just crawling. He's
That's
like,
true.
"Yeah." I was like, why is he being so calm and collective?
If they're too quiet, they're in
yep.
trouble.
He was chewing on
That's
something.
trouble. The thing I remember hating the most is those,
Crazy kiddo.
the protectors for the drawers where you try and pull the drawer out, but it stops it like.
Oh, those little
like
white things. that-
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'd be like,
love it.
I'd be reaching for like, I don't know, silverware or whatever. It's like, I'm like, ah.
You baby proofed it and you adult proofed it
Exactly.
And then
when you
get in
really
it.
need something.
Or you forget and you just yank it really hard and you break the drawer.
But Sam, I gotta hand it to you as well, because a lot of times you're doing it all on your own.
Yeah, sometimes hubby has to travel
Yeah.
That's really
for
tough.
things. So
traveling salesman.
It's a hand.
Traveling
You got a handful going on over there.
yeah, I'm very.
He's doing more work from here though, right? Is he doing more like
Yes.
Seems like he's
That
doing
doesn't sound like a yes.
So yes, sometimes.
well, before it was like
Sometimes.
always in the West Coast.
Yeah, absolutely. No, he's traveling. He's not traveling as much. It's funny because last night I posted on my story at Slam Given. I found these cowgirl boots that I really wanted. And so I was kind of joking with my husband. I was like, so every single night you're away that I have to take care of Santiago by myself, I should get like an allowance. And so these boots are like X amount. So I like divided them out of nights that he's away and made it like perfectly. I was like, would you look at that? You're gone this much. And so I could pay for these boots. I'm like,
Nice.
right? Doesn't that seem like a win-win?
Plus
You can have a
his
boot
guilt.
jar.
Yeah.
Yeah, I killed
do that.
her.
That's funny.
Yeah.
Actually, that's funny.
And then I said to people, I was like, can you tell me a reason why I do not need these boots? And everybody's like, no, you need them. No,
The
you need
rodeo's
them.
coming. You
I was
gotta
like,
get new
come
boots.
on, guys. You're supposed
Not
to talk
one person?
me out of them. One person said they don't look comfy. And then I think one other person said they look like too bridal. They're just like white cowgirl boots that go up to like your knees. Like they're high ones. They looked really fun and
How much
festive.
are they?
They're really cheap. Like stupid cheap.
Like how, that means you're going to kill your feet. How much?
$20.
I'm like, are you kidding me? I'm sorry, wait a second.
That's
Is that even real? Are those toy boots?
Are they used?
No.
You are going to
Wait a
break
second.
your
I
ankle.
feel like
come
I
with like
need
a
them.
matching hat and blister.
No.
And
like
the
a toy
balls of your
set.
feet are going to suffer.
I read the
Cheap
reviews.
shoes are not worth it,
No.
Sam.
I
They
read
are
the
How much?
reviews. They're $20.
$20. You are
Do
old
not fall
enough
for
to
that.
not buy these boots.
No.
That is ridiculous.
I think I have to buy them
No,
just
do
to
not.
see if it's worth it.
Where did you see this ad?
It's on Amazon.
See, well, Amazon's not that bad.
They're
And the thing is,
Sorry.
I can return them
Sketch.
if they're awful.
Sketch.
Just buy them now. We'll pay for them, and then
Sketch.
I want to just try them
You
on
want
here,
me to
and then
try
you can return
mine?
them if they
Sam,
don't.
I'm telling you,
Right.
anytime I've made a purchase where I'm like, oh, this looks so cool, and it's so cheap. When it's so cheap, it's garbage when it
Okay,
arrives.
but it's on sale. Originally, they're like 70 or something.
Oh my God, still.
Still,
and now
a pair
they're
of cowboy
on
boots
sale.
for $70
Hold on a
is not
second.
going to become
Also, negate every word you just said about building some fun to buy these boots while Marcus Wade. What? You're paying yourself $1?
Yeah, that's what I say. What is your?
Are you out of your mind? You're going to buy these boots and you're going to show them to your husband and say, hey, I bought these.
So what
By
is
the way,
it?
they're $20.
What is it you charge per night?
Well, like
he leaves?
this week, he's gone for 2 nights. So I was like, how about $10 per night?
That's it?
Yeah.
So
So that I could get the boots because I'm being just silly.
You're
I'm
going to
just being
punish
silly
yourself
right
by
now.
buying these damn boots. These
I
damn
feel
boots
like-
are screaming, don't buy me. I will destroy
I
your
know,
feet.
but I run towards red flags.
yeah.
And
Girl.
so this is like a screaming red flag.
Listen,
and I'm like,
Now I
Sam,
want to
just-
see her try them on.
Okay,
if
so
it
they
fits.
are in my Amazon cart, so I need to buy them.
Yeah, obviously. Listen, when I was 23 years old,
This is my life.
maybe I
Try
was
it Tuesday, blister Wednesday.
Yeah.
Actually, wait, no, maybe I was like 19. There was a Payless shoe store that had this pair
I
of tennis
used to
shoes.
love Payless, yes.
And I was too cheap to buy like the good workout shoes because I had, you go through them like every 6 months if you're really constantly
Right,
working out, especially
yes.
going to like Memorial Park or something. I bought these damn Payless shoe store tennis shoes and I have never suffered more because they are not a good purchase.
No, they fall apart in like a couple
But
of days.
to be fair, these boots, I would maybe wear tops, like 10 times.
Girl, you're going to be that cliche
You'll be
newbie
so
at the
miserable.
rodeo that is brutally in pain looking for flip-flops because these boots have torn you
That's
up.
a good idea. You know what? If you wear those, have a pair of flip-flops in your purse.
Yeah.
We'll just wear them around here.
That's what I'm thinking. I would wear them like around here
you know.
first, then I would know.
Yeah, you'll be able to break them in.
Yeah.
They
Because
look like they're going to sweat, make your legs sweat. And
They probably will.
plasticky or something.
Plus, cowboy boots are
don't
not
know
meant to
what
go
they
up to your knees.
And I don't know what offends
I know,
me
but these are
more. That
fashionable.
you would think that this is a good idea as you have been you're over 30, or that you think that you have to put $1 into a jar for 20 freaking visits while your husband's out of town
because
to buy
I-
$20 boots.
I
If they were
don't.
200, that's a
I
different.
thought she was talking about like
Yes, me too.
No.
I am more offended by that.
$20. I'm like, what?
$20 boots?
because I don't need them. You
Did
know
it
what
come
I
with a
mean?
little tin
Sam.
badge?
Somebody
I
says
don't
they
know what they
know.
come with.
Somebody just
What?
texted, I know what boots she's talking about. Not worth it. Made fun of my friend and their blisters.
I'm telling you, girl.
Yeah, you're going to hurt.
Well, I still think I'm going to buy them.
You
And
ever get
then
the feeling-
worst comes to worst, we'll return them.
You ever
How
get the
about you
feeling
light
there's
this
some
$20
people in
bill
this
on
world...
fire and we just call that more entertainment?
There are some people in this world you can advise them all you want.
Yes, exactly.
And they're not going to listen.
That's me.
That's what you call an ask hole. Somebody that asks the question
Whoa,
all the time
Ryan.
when they already know the answer. They're going to do it regardless.
Well, I mean,
Well, in her defense, she didn't ask us.
yeah, I
That's
was
true.
telling you.
I'm not
about-
saying you're
She's
one of
just saying,
those. I'm just
this is
saying
what I'm gonna do.
we all know
Still
people
think
She
like
put it on
that.
her
Worth
Insta. Should she buy these? But she didn't say how much.
Yeah. Did you tell everyone?
you say
they were
how much it
20
was
bucks?
on
No,
your
I didn't.
Instagram?
I didn't. I didn't.
Oh, yeah.
Because
She
I
didn't want to
kept,
brag. She didn't want to.
I didn't want to brag. Also,
Yeah.
people would make fun of me.
She didn't want
because
somebody else to go
it
buy
was
them all
only
up.
$20, and you're like, really? This is what you're debating right now?
But I thought that's what women do. You love to brag about a good bargain.
I
Good
know.
deal.
You love
Well,
a good
I figured
deal.
I was gonna buy them, and then if they were nice, then I could put them on my story and be like, "See, it was worth the $20."
Are there any more Payless? And they got that famous
No.
footwear place.
They're
That
all
place.
out.
No, they went
And
under.
I think even Famous Footwear went out, didn't it?
No, there's one in.
No, there's they
Ireland.
still have
No,
famous
no, no.
footwear.
Payless
Payless,
went out.
Payless is out. Payless was
Yeah,
my
Payless is
go-to.
out.
So you can buy. They have name brand stuff in
Let
there.
me see.
This was not late name brand
Is it
when
gone?
I bought those bad
The
tennis
deal
shoes.
was gone.
Good.
Oh,
Thank God.
you dodged a bullet.
Oh
We just
my
saved you.
gosh. I'm so mad.
Don't be mad.
Or
Somebody
maybe
said, "You
because
need to
we
wear
were
10 pairs
talking
of
about
socks
it,
with that."
somebody went to there.
They bought it
and bought it.
They're away.
I hope
Now
so.
they're the
Now
one-
they're up to 70. I'm not spending $70 on these $20
blisters.
shoes.
$70 for blisters.
You will
Roula's
spend
right.
$70 in blister
I'm
Band-Aids.
so mad at myself. I
Well,
should have
no,
bought them
I'm-
yesterday.
Yay, I'm so happy that happened. We just saved your feet.
And I'm not saying you can buy cheap stuff like Someone bought a $25 Bruno Mark dress. Not Bruno Mars. Bruno Mark.
Bruno Mark? I don't know Bruno Mark.
I don't know what that is, but I'm just saying.
Hold on.
I just say when it comes to footwear, Roula's on 100%.
That's where you don't
I'm
skim.
telling you. That's
You
where I
don't
learned the
skim.
lesson the hard way.
Especially
Let
if
me
you're
be
wearing it to the rodeo.
your guide. Let me be your guide. I bought some cheap ass shoes, Sam. It is not worth it. You are over 30. Do not. You are not 19.
What's
What
the secret
about, okay, I
sound
found
up
ones
to? We
that
gotta
are
figure
40.
that out.
Can we do $40?
Secret sound. Did anyone get
Oh,
it
yeah,
Friday?
yeah.
No, nobody got it.
No?
Okay.
No, so the price is up to $728.
All right.
You want to play it next?
Let's play the sound
Scoop?
just real quick. Just real quick. Play it for the 6 o'clock
You can only play
breakers.
it once. One more.
That's it. I know. It's so
that is
shocking. It's
so
so
hard.
short. All right. We're going to go over that secret sound situation. And the Grammys happened last night. And I did my stand up on Saturday at Thoughts of Blues. Give y'all an
Review.
update on all those things. The scoop is next. Here's your weather for today.
It's going to be really pretty. Not that warm. A high of only around 66, but right in 54 degrees and 610 on the Roula and Ryan Show.
I'm very proud to present Roula and Ryan's Celebrity Scoop on 104.1 KRBE.
Okay, let's start out with the secret sound. The sound has not been guessed from Friday. We are still on that Friday sound. If you missed that sound on Friday, here's what it sounds like. It's very short. Do it again. What is that? How about, Sam, you go through the list of what it's not? Because now we are up to what? 700? What's the total?
$728.
Yeah.
So these were the guesses that are not correct. A lighter when you flick it, can opening, highlighter, marking paper, a cell phone, Velcro, and then smacking teeth.
Okay, so it's
Velcro.
none of
Wait,
those.
There goes
smacking
Mike.
teeth. Smacking teeth.
Maybe
You know,
that?
like when somebody goes,
Oh,
Oh.
more like sucking your teeth, you know.
that's funny. Go through that one more time again. The
Never
list
sucked my
of
teeth
non guesses.
A lighter when you flick it,
Yeah, I got that one.
can opening,
Uh-huh.
highlighter, marking paper,
Okay, yeah, I remember that one.
cell
yeah.
phone,
Yep.
Velcro, and then smacking teeth.
Okay, so if nobody gets it the next time we ask you to be caller 104, it's going to go up to $832. We do it 5 times a day between 7 a.m. and 7 p.m. It's KRBE Secret Sound. Let's see if we get a winner during
See,
the
this
Ryan
is-
show or maybe with Sam until noon. She's
This
always
is
very
why
lucky.
you definitely want to follow KRBE socials, because when it gets really like a high jackpot, we've been known to give clues.
That's true. You got to go to, Instagram, Facebook, all that. Okay, let me start like chronologically. Carl Weathers passed away suddenly in his sleep, 76 years old, and it changes the game for the Super Bowl commercial he was supposed to be in with Rob Gronkowski. Carl Weathers, of course, is best known for his role as Apollo Creed in the first 4 Rocky movies. He was in Predator, Happy Gilmore, all these different things, and just really surprising passing. I
when you're
we
like-
don't know the cause of death yet.
10 or 11 or 12 in that era, that age, when you're just when you watch things, it sticks with you. So like Rocky 4 was one of my favorite movies of all time, and Predator. He was a Predator. Like these movies came out around the
If you're a
same
90s
time.
kid,
Chubbs.
Carl
like
Weathers.
86 or
Chubbs,
so,
yeah.
84, 86, somewhere in there. I think it was 86. And then Chubbs came in the 90s.
Yep.
Y'all,
So Carl Weathers supposed to be, hold on real quick, Ryan, let me throw this out there. He's supposed to be part of FanDuel's Kick of Destiny Super Bowl ad campaign. Remember when Gronk did that last year? He's supposed to make a field goal. He didn't make it last year. All right, well, he has already appeared in a teaser with Rob Gronkowski, but they are going to make some changes, obviously, because they say we are adjusting our campaign accordingly out of respect for the family during their time of
But
grief.
they still pay him, though.
well,
Oh,
I'm sure
yeah.
they will. He's already done the work, but I mean, this was one of those ones. You know how we all have like a celebrity, it kind of hurts. I mean, I guess it hurts because I was lucky enough to host a panel with him where I got to spend the whole afternoon with this man. And he was Chubbs and Happy Gilmore, but he's so much more. He was a director. He directed a lot of the Mandalorian episodes. He was starring in The Mandalorian.
Played for the Raiders
Yeah.
in the 60s.
And he was just such a sweet
and Canadian
man.
Football League.
He was just
So-
too nice. They said, John Madden's like, you're too nice.
He's so nice. Y'all
so
remember?
He'd be mean.
Don't you remember when I bought the artificial hand because I was doing a panel? So I came out and introduced Carl Weathers, and I had the Chubbs hand attached in my sleeve where my hand should be.
How'd that work for
And
you?
he started laughing. He goes, "Oh, that's weak sauce, man."
Ooh, ouch. You only knew you for 1 minute?
It got a laugh.
Moving
cute.
on to the
Oh, he was a
Grammys
sweet guy.
last night. I know Carl Weathers, rest in peace. Now, the Grammys last night happened, and there was not 1, not 2, but 3 disses through Grammy weekend. Let me start with what we didn't see on TV. When it's a Grammy weekend, there's a whole bunch of festivities before the show even takes place on television. On Saturday, there's all these parties. Record producers who are legendary have these parties. Clive Davis, always famous for these giant parties with every star to the planet. excuse me, I don't know where this party was, but it is on Instagram. And it is where Stevie Wonder, who, in case you forgot, cannot see, he's a blind man, right?
Right.
Visually challenged man, is introducing Mariah Carey, and she comes out and stands in the way Mariah just usually does. She just stands, and then she just, waits for the accolades, and then he was going to hand her a mic, and she walked away from him to go to another mic, but he did not know it.
Uh-oh.
So he's standing there thinking he's about to hand her a mic, and because he can't see, and everyone's like, this is wrong.
He's up to the right. And
You
she
did
went to the
wrong.
left.
You did Stevie wrong. If you see, I'll post it on my Instagram because I saw it late last night when I was going to bed. And I was like, oh my God. And it
Mariah
said,
didn't know. I don't think they told her, hey, stay there.
yeah.
Like he has a mic for you. Just wait.
He didn't drop it, did
Because
he?
there's two mics. There's a mic like in the front,
Uh-huh.
and then the mic he had on his keyboard. So he took that one off the keyboard.
Oh.
So in her defense,
She didn't-
Why would you reach
went
way
off,
over
He
to-
went off script,
Right.
probably.
why would she go way over there
Yeah.
to get it? When the mic was right there.
The mic
But
was right there.
It was this weird.
Oh, man,
it was
it
up
was
there
so
with
bad.
Ryan Seacrest when he tried to high five that guy that was blind
Oh, God. That was so
15 years ago.
painful.
He's like, great job, you made it. He put his hand up. He's like,
Oh, I can't see. So the second one was when Taylor Swift won her Album of the Year Grammy, makes her a record breaker. She is the only artist in the history of the Grammys to win Album of the Year 4 times. And it was the great Celine Dion who came out of, treatment for stiff person syndrome to make this surprise appearance.
did
to
she walk
give
out?
her
I
the
didn't
gr-
see-
She
I went to
walked
bed
out.
at that time.
She walked out and everyone was clapping, standing for her, like, oh my gosh, I can't believe it. And she was saying how she won the best album of the year 27 years ago. And, if you are lucky enough to be in this room on this night and win an award, you would never forget this moment, blah, 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 this and that. And it was so crazy because at the end of the night, the uproar was, how do you diss Celine like that, Taylor? Because Taylor was so excited that she won. She brought all these people up there. And, even Miley Cyrus had said she thought she was going to miss her first Grammy, but thank God Mariah was there. She goes, I don't even care about the Grammy. I just care who gave it to me, right? Taylor does not acknowledge Celine at all, does not look at her, does not say thank you, does not hug her, nothing. And it was, I even said that out loud. I go, whoa, that's weird. Isn't that weird?
That's
She even
weird.
looked her direction and didn't say anything to her. And then my husband goes, I think she's just excited.
Makes
Oh
you
my
forget.
God.
You get up there,
The
you
internet
forget.
uproar was insane last night about how you're going to do that to Celine. How are you going to do that to Celine? And then, later they released a photo, People Magazine has it on their Instagram, that they hugged backstage.
Yeah.
People
And
like
then,
to get bent out of shape
calm
for
down
no
the-
reason
You won
at
an
all.
award. You forgot
The
to thank your
dissing.
husband.
That's true. I did do that one time staring right at him. I think everyone at the table but him.
Yeah.
Can you imagine
Like this,
that? Can you imagine that walk
yikes.
back?
Who was the one that did that celebrity-wise? Wasn't there a...
Reese Witherspoon.
She
I don't
forgot to
think-
thank...
I don't think. No, it was Hillary Swank did not thank Chad Lowe.
That's right.
And
Hillary
he was,
Swank.
and they kept putting the camera on
They
him
got
when she
divorced
won for
2
Boys
years
Don't
later?
Cry, the Oscar
Well,
for Boys
I think
Don't Cry.
Rula's marriage is safe.
Yeah.
Roula, did you see
was
that
good news.
Kylie won for best pop dance recording?
Well, they didn't put that one on TV.
No, they didn't.
But she won 2 on TV. I thought she only won 2 all night.
I only looked up the best pop dance recording because I love my dance music, and sure enough, Padam Padam.
Kylie Minogue.
Did you
Yes.
get teary-eyed when Tracy Chapman came out?
Oh my God, that was so great. But we knew that
That's
was
so
going to
good.
happen. Why were people surprised?
Because you're not used to seeing her.
Okay, because
It
I
looked
thought
so
that
cool.
we talked about that on Friday, didn't we? Said Tracy Chapman's going to be performing.
They weren't 100% sure, but I mean, they just didn't know.
But that was so
They looked
fantastic.
so good together. There was this,
For those that missed that, if you did not see Luke Combs perform with Tracy Chapman, it is what I don't care if you hate music. You had a song when you were a kid that you loved, that you played over and over again. Now imagine you are an adult and the person that sang that song is singing that song with you.
Yeah.
Because they've made you a superstar with that song. Luke Combs' face was everything when he was singing that song. I mean,
He was in
it
shock,
almost
you
brought
could
me to
tell.
tears because you could tell how he was flying so high that Tracy Chapman is right next to him. Okay, third diss. What's the third diss? Okay, I said the Taylor Swift thing.
Jay-Z?
Yes, here's some audio from Jay-Z talking about how. Listen,
it was an award for him.
this is the Dr. Dre Global, what is it called?
Impact?
Global Impact Award. And this is a big deal. And the diss is coming because, listen, the Grammys are a very polarized award. For people who, even for people who win them, sometimes they diss it as they hold it. Remember, famously, Drake dissed it while he was holding it. He's like, don't let this, anybody who didn't win this doesn't mean anything.
He just did it again last night.
He dissed it again online last night. Even Miley Cyrus or somebody else said, this is nothing. I'm thinking, that's kind of F you to the people in the audience that would have liked to win your category, and you won it, and you're saying this is nothing.
Once Metallica lost to Jethro Tull, I knew this was crap when I was a kid.
Yes. So it's a
band that
polarized
played
award.
flutes.
Yeah.
And like it's a group of people, as Drake said, anonymous. You came and Google them, who's voting for the Grammys. And remember, Jay-Z is married to Beyonce, who has made the record. She is the only artist in music history to have this many Grammys. She's won 34. She has more Grammys than any other artist in the history of music. And he goes on to say this.
It's music and it's opinion based, but some things, I don't want to embarrass this young lady, but she has more Grammys than everyone and never won Album of the Year. So even by your own metrics, that doesn't work. Think about that. The most Grammys, never won Album of the Year. That doesn't work. Some of you gonna go home tonight and feel like you've been robbed. Some of you made it, Rob.
And here comes.
Some of you don't belong in the category.
Uh-oh.
No, that was it. No, when I get nervous, I tell the truth.
Oh, my God.
But outside of that, we got to keep showing up. And forget the Grammys for a second, just in life. As my daughter sits and stares at me nervous as I am. Just in life, you got to keep showing up. Just keep showing up. Forget the Grammys. You got to keep showing up until they give you all those accolades you feel you deserve. Until they call you chairman. Until they call you a genius. Until they call you the greatest of all time. You feel me?
That's actually a pretty good message, though. You just got to keep showing up in life. I don't think that's a bad message that he sent out there.
No, but he was making the point, how do you win this and not ever
I
win
kept
best
thinking it
album?
was John Travolta for a second.
I know.
Hey,
What?
What?
Hey, thank you.
So you'll see lots of Grammys on your timeline, and it was. Y'all. It was. Tracy Chapman, Celine being a surprise. Joni Mitchell, 80 years old. I don't know if that's a record breaker that she was performing 80 years old. If you ever saw the movie Love Actually, the scene in Love Actually where the guy from Harry Potter, what's his name?
Alan
Rickman.
Alan Rickman's
Guy
character.
played Snape.
That's the guy from the Reacher. Alan something else. Rick something. They're close.
No, but Alan
no.
Rickman, who
He
was
was Professor
famously
Snape.
in Harry Potter, he is a character in Love Actually. His character cheats on his wife. And she thought she's going to get a gold necklace, and instead she opens a Joni Mitchell CD. So she's playing the Joni Mitchell CD while she's crying because she can't believe that she just found this out. And the song that she's playing in Love Actually is what Joni Mitchell sang last night
That's the only one I know.
on stage at the Grammys. It's exactly the same.
But it was
She
a
also
7-minute song, it felt like.
Oh,
Just kept on
really?
Well,
going,
she's
going,
80.
going.
They had her like in a giant chair. And they turned
And it
her
spun around. The chair spun around, kind of like hip hop Don style.
Wait,
Yeah,
here
it's
she
pretty
comes.
cool.
But I thought she's in a wheelchair at this point, right?
She
Well,
was
they
in,
didn't put
she
her
was
in
like in a big throne chair.
Oh,
Like a
okay.
big
That's
throne.
what I'm saying. Like hip hop Don turns around and she's
Yeah,
got
that's
these
pretty cool.
long
Yeah.
Game of Thrones
braids.
chair.
Yeah, and then Billy Joel debuted his new song, and then he ended
I like
the
it.
show with "You
Good
May
song.
Be
I like
Right."
it. I went and bought that song. After hearing that, I was like, it's really good. Billy Joel has not released a song in 31 years.
Isn't that
And he
crazy?
could.
31 years. He just got to a point where he said, I have enough catalog. But he waits 31 years. He puts Turn the Lights Back On is the name of the single. And that man is in his 70s and sings exactly like he did in his 20s.
That's a good song.
It's a great song. I love it.
But the guy who wrote the song with him made a funny point to say he went to meet him for lunch and to talk about songwriting. And Billy Joel was like, you could tell he was really interested when he ordered some clams on the shell to go.
Oh,
Like he was like, I'm leaving. And like he was going to meet him for lunch, and Billy Joel's like, I'm ordering my food to go. I am not going to hang out here along with you. But they ended up having a 2-hour lunch, and Billy Joel's like, those clams were good. All right, I also did stand up on Saturday.
When we come
at
back,
the
we can
House
talk
of
about that. We
Blues.
I
can
wanna
do a
hear
round
about
table
that.
and stuff and talk
Yeah,
about
let's do that.
House of Blues in front of like 15 or 2,200 people, whatever it fits.
And I
2600?
don't think I've been to the House of Blues since we did the road show.
Yeah,
What
it's
year
probably
was
last
that we
time I
did the
there.
road show? 2017?
It was before my time.
No,
Oh,
it was
yeah.
2017 was a Smart Financial
Might have been
road
the-
show.
Yeah, it was
Maybe in
like
2016 probably.
Yeah.
Because we did improv a couple times and did
Holy
did
smokes,
House of
it's
Blues
been
a
8
couple
years.
times.
Yep.
It's been 8 years since we did the House of Blues.
Time goes
Because we
fast.
kept growing with the venue. All right, we'll give you updates on that next on the Roula and Ryan Show.
Roula, I apologize. I texted you Saturday. I was a little under the weather. I so desperately wanted. I did want to see you.
It was a good time. Michael Yo is a friend of the show. He was doing stand-up at House of Blues. He's on tour. And if you listen to our show often enough, you will remember months ago when he came here to talk about this show, February 3rd. he said to me, I want you to do 5 minutes for me before I come out. Because I told him when I was 19 years old, I tried to do stand up for a couple of weeks. And it failed because, well, this place shut down. And I just went into radio after that.
You have come a long way since that time.
Yeah, it was pretty cool. So I was really nervous because, Michael Yo, who's visited our show since, said people always freak out that they think their 5 minutes is done and they're like 3 minutes in and they run out of material. And we all couldn't agree. I will talk over 5 minutes.
But it's hard because
you have to fill that space.
There's no timer.
There's no timer. I asked Michael Yo behind the scenes, isn't there like a red dot or something you'll have in comedy clubs or something that tells you how long it's been? He's like, yeah, but they don't have that here.
I thought they have a flashlight. The guy with the flashlight.
Yeah.
We'll do like a
Okay,
when we were at the
5-minute warning.
Remember when we did the first roadshow at the Improv? There was a
there were
timer.
lights.
You'd look up and you could see the timer.
Yeah, but they didn't have that at House of Blues. And so then he had two comics who were on the tour with him. The second comic is a more seasoned comic. His name is Nick Guerra.
Yeah, the first guy was up there. He was all right. He did a few jokes that like the Pete Davidson jokes, Kev, that
Awkward.
could be shocking and awkward.
Oh,
People were like,
okay.
Ugh. He goes, "Ooh, you're not gonna like this next joke then."
Oh my God.
I'm like, oh, so he was.
His name is Andrew.
He was all right. He didn't really set the world on fire.
But Eric,
and then
you
like,
got to
oh,
witness-
Roula's after this. All right. Here we go. Oh, another comic came out, and then this guy was killing it, and just like
Because he's a professional comic.
So wait, Roula, you were on directly before
Right
Michael.
before Michael,
So
yeah.
then I'm like, oh no, 'cause this guy's got the hype. He's got the
no.
crowd
So
laughing.
it's like a tough act to follow.
Yeah, because you want to follow the other guy that sucked.
Yeah.
But I came out explaining why I was there. I came out telling the crowd. I said, some people have no idea who I am, and other people are
Oh, I'm
freaking
sure
out
they
that
knew
I
who
actually
you
did
were.
this. They should do this.
They knew who she was, didn't they?
It was really loud. I
We
wish
got
I
a
had the
really good
recording.
response.
Michael was going to send me the recording. I just want the opening part when the crowd, because it was really loud.
It was very nice.
You got
I
the
felt the
loudest
love.
I thought just as loud as Michael.
I know, I
Because
felt
we
the
had a lot of fans.
love.
Oh, that's
just hanging by the
awesome,
bar. I had so many people
Roula.
come by and go, I came just to see Roula to support her.
And you
look at
enjoyed it,
this
didn't you?
This texter just said it. Rula's the only reason I went to that comedy show.
Aw.
This person uncaps. You did great. It takes guts to do that. We're just so proud of you.
Yeah, I
That's so
thought you-
sweet, guys. Thank you so much.
I thought you did awesome.
Thank
You
you.
were confident. You weren't scared. The only thing would be that you just moved around.
I moved around because I walked the stage. I was used to roadshow, like cover the whole stage.
So you felt like you had to hit all the parts of the
Well,
stage?
I just was walking to fill the stage, but you don't have to do that when you're a stand-up comic because literally you just stand up.
A lot of times you see
Yeah.
stand-ups, they've
You
got
know,
like
you just stand up.
they have
I
like a-
was walking around.
a bar stool with a bottle of water on
And they
it.
had the bar stool
That's
there.
what I had.
Okay.
And I asked that guy Nick before I went on. So how do you do the timer? How do you know your time? He goes, I usually set my cell phone on the bar stool and it goes off. And I was like, oh, that's a good idea. I'll do that too. Because you hear it go off.
I mean, I saw you look at it once.
Because I was like, what is that
Make sure
noise?
the
My
time-
timer. So Michael Yo had said, you go like 5 to 7. We'll
Yeah.
go 5, 7-ish.
Was I
Fine.
put 12?
I did 8. I did 8.
No,
And,
I thought you did great. A funny story. You got people laughing right away with the story.
The way I started out, guys, I told them, do the Roula and Ryan show on KRBE for all these years. Michael Yo used to work there, and the whole connection of how we started this and how I tried to do Beehive comedy, and that place shut down. And here I am doing radio, and so Michael Yo invited me to do this. And my story started and finished. You got to have like a full circle, right? I started and finished by saying I'm an immigrant kid. Like my parents are not from here; they were from Greece. I'm first generation Greek
a
American.
lot of,
So
kids
like,
were, a lot of people were immigrants.
I said, shout out if you're an
Yeah,
immigrant kid,
my parents
make some noise if you're an immigrant kid. There was a lot of noise for immigrant kids. And I said, okay, then you're going to get this because this is a suggestion to my parents to pick me up at 3:00, not a hard line. And I talked about how, because I knew my parents would never get me on time from school, the whole
You got
story.
to
of-
laugh with when you talk about like your friend was like 3 feet tall.
Oh, yeah.
And you were like 5'5" or something.
I said, when I was in first grade, my little friend, Joanne Majira, she was like 3 feet tall and like 50 pounds. I was not 3 feet tall, and I was not 50 pounds, like 130 pounds. And so the two of us were like a
There's a
stick in
story
the
where she
meatball.
put her head
When
through
I put my head through the bar, have I told you all that?
Oh, I remember this
Yeah,
story.
when I got my head stuck in the bars when I was a first grader.
She couldn't
and,
fit.
and in this day and age, Sam, the school would be there, the fire department would get called.
Oh, yeah.
There would be an
Everybody.
email, it'd be on Facebook. My mom finally shows up and I tell her what happened and she's like, okay, get the hell in there.
How'd they get your
Who
head out of
cares?
the bars?
Two teachers had to, one grabbed one side, one grabbed the other.
They bent
One
the bar?
pulled my ears back. And they moved it just enough for me to
There's like a
shove
little
my head back.
pressure.
There was
Oh,
so much
okay.
pressure, and my ears were burning for so long after to get them out. So then I said, there's the immigrant kid story. And then I was like, okay, Michael Yo's coming out. So that's in a nutshell. But that was my theme.
Did you
of the
bring
story.
Michael on stage? Like You got
Tony
to-
Styles actually was
Tony.
a DJ, Kevin. Tony Styles was the DJ, which was so great. Felt like home there.
Yes.
Because Michael Yo was a KRBE person. Tony Styles was a KRBE person.
Yep.
DJ Tony Styles, if you follow him at Radio, if you follow him at Radio Roula, if you follow him on Instagram, he also started here in promotions, became the overnight jog, then became the night jog. Then he left KRBE to become an international DJ.
Yep.
And now he does, I mean, he's just
Did
such
he
a
do a tour with Nick
superstar.
Cannon all around the country, or Usher.
Wow.
Yeah, he's,
that's
Couple,
he's
he went to Atlanta
that-
to do stuff with them, and then he went around. Yeah, he's killing it.
Yeah, and he had a great vibe for the crowd with all the music that he played. It was great. It was a very fun night. So thank you to
And we went
everybody
to
who
dinner
said some
afterwards.
really sweet things afterwards. That's so nice. Thank you.
When everything was closed, so we went to the only place that's open downtown.
Mize.
Nice.
It's a staple in Houston. Have you been to Mize yet, Sam?
No.
What?
Did they have to rebuild that place?
It was on fire years ago. It caught on fire years ago, but
What
they've
kind of
redone
food is
it.
that?
It's Vietnamese food.
Vietnamese.
Ooh, I like
The
that.
coffee there is next level. That Vietnamese coffee.
Yeah, and they're up until 3 a.m.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Last time I was there was when they won the championship. So I'm always, whenever I go there, it's for
Something fun.
great occasions, and really killed it.
Thank you.
And Michael Yo was great too.
Congratulations.
Michael Yo, if you ever get a chance to see him, I know he'll have a residency in Vegas as well. I forget, Jimmy Kimmel's got a stand-up or a comedy club,
Comedy club there.
and he's going to do, because he lives in Vegas, so
Yeah.
he's going to do a residency there for him as well. So if you get a chance to see Michael Yo, see him. Really, you should go surprises. Go
I
Go
should.
to Vegas, try your act there.
I don't think so. One was enough for me. I just talked really fast because I was so nervous
You weren't
about
that fast.
going over time. It wasn't that fast.
The only thing I could do is I could hear you breathing
Yeah,
a little bit.
because I was walking around and I was.
Jeez. Sometimes like,
Was it like that? No, it
No,
wasn't that extreme.
Hey, I'll give you props.
but she sounded
because-
confident, and
I'll give you props. You were under the weather too, and you had to pull that off.
Yeah, I woke up on Saturday with no voice at all.
Oh no.
Yeah.
No voice at all. And I knew it would come back, but you can still hear the remnants. I
Yeah.
had like the crud, but I'm on antibiotics.
pushed
And
through.
so I just, I knew by the time
Show
9
must
o'clock
go
rolled
on.
around, it'd be fine. But if that show was at 11 a.m. versus 7 p.m., I don't know if I would
wouldn't
have
have happened.
But yeah, and thank you to every single person who came up to say hi. You guys were awesome, super sweet. Thank you so much.
They're like, wait a minute. You were sick and I was touching you? Oh, crap.
Great. Now I've got a flu.
No, I got my antibiotics on Friday, so it was good. And that's
KRBE's Roula and Ryan show to tell you what's going down in H-Town.
All right, it is brought to you by Duncan. Last year, Bun B always brings it. When he's got his all-American takeover at Rodeo Houston. So he has revealed the first celebrity that he's going to be
Really
bringing on
called it?
stage.
I thought it was Houston takeover.
It's his all-American takeover at Rodeo
That means he's
Houston.
bringing everybody in, not just
So
stars.
he's bringing Nelly. Nelly's
That's
the
why.
first artist that he's announced.
That's Kevin's buddy. I
and
hung
that
out with
is
him at the
March
airport.
12th.
And I say, hang
hang
out.
out
I
with
mean, we walked by. I go, there's Nelly. He goes, what? Ran by and accosted him.
Oh, really?
So fine.
Tell me your Nelly story.
No, I
That's what it was.
that was it. I accosted him. I was like, hey, can I have a picture, Nelly? He's very sweet. He stopped what he was doing, put down his latte, and took a picture with me.
Yep.
Oh, that's nice.
That was it.
Houston is hosting its 2026 FIFA World Cup games. It's going to be 7 games, y'all. This is according to an official announcement yesterday afternoon. Houston will host events every single day for the first 3 weeks, such as the FIFA Fan Fest and watch parties. This is going to be a huge.
So do they
it's
play
like
7
having
events,
7
but is
Super
it
Bowls.
games?
Yeah, it's a game.
We get a Sweet 16 and a 32, I think. I know for sure.
And then
I
the
don't
finals
know
happen in
about
New
it.
York.
Yeah, they changed it from.
But where would
so
they
far.
play here? Would they play at our
In our-
soccer stadium here?
NRG.
NRG, yeah.
Yeah, no, they need
They
to
got
sell.
the big one.
They're going to get 100,000 people or 80,000.
There's going to be
Easy.
so many people that
Right.
are going to come to Houston just for this. Even if they don't have tickets, they're going to come.
Yeah, they said to put it in perspective, think of having 7 Super Bowls here. That's the kind of crowds
Oh,
we're
easy,
looking at.
yeah.
Easy. Soccer fans are worldwide.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Well, Houstonians, we have until
know
today
why I
to
said it
register
like
to
that.
vote to cast ballots in March primary. So why does this matter? The March primary is going to determine the Republican and Democratic candidates for federal, state, and county offices. Early voting takes place February 20th through March 1st, and Election Day is March 5th. But today is the day if you want to register to vote. And that is what's going down in H-Town.
Okay, here's what else is going down. $832 is at stake if the next caller 104 does not guess the secret sound. Right now, it is at $728. KRBE's secret sound has not been guessed since Friday. Here's what it sounds like. Again. Wait for us to tell you to be caller 104 between 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. We have 5 chances today for you to guess that sound. Here are the wrong guesses.
A lighter when you flick it, can opening, highlighter, marking paper, cell phone, Velcro, and then smacking teeth. So like, I feel like I need to like give an example of that one.
Yeah, because I wasn't sure what that meant. Smacking teeth.
Yeah.
I have no
Sucking
idea.
teeth.
Sucking, yeah, right?
I can hear people do that.
Sass with your mouth.
So think about that and don't guess the wrong stuff because you don't want to be that caller that didn't hear the wrong guesses and then you say the wrong guess again.
And coming up next, we have listener line. We have a
When this
great
came across,
listener line from this person. I'm hoping other people don't think this way.
can I play it? Do I have time?
Yeah, you can play. You can play real quick.
Yeah, let's just
How
play it
long
real
is it?
quick. Let's just
Okay.
play. All right, here we go. This came in a listener line. My jaw dropped.
My husband, 15 years ago, he was the love of my life. And we have 3 kids, but he has grown into be a terrible man. He's so terrible. He's just an asshole. There are so many people in my life who've died of cancer, and this jerk just gets to be healthy.
Oh, my God.
It would be better off if he died than if we divorced, because if he's still alive, my kids still have to hang out with him. And
Oh, my
we
God.
can't divorce because then he's going to be alone with my kids. And I can't leave my kids alone in the lion's den. You know, he's the lion. I got to protect my kids from the lion. That's why it would be better off. Like, if he died of some disease, it'd be great because I would be able to protect them from him. If we divorce, they're going to be alone with him. And I can't let that happen ever. It's my job to protect them from how awful he is. I can't put them through that. So I don't want to deal with custody and all of that stuff. So the only thing for me to do is just to be around to protect them. I mean, he's the worst.
Whoa.
That was brutal.
Anybody else feel like that? Holy smokes.
Hey, you can open up the line 713-390-KRBE.
I've never
my
heard anything like
goodness.
that. That's why I was like, what the hell?
That made my
15
jaw
years
drop.
you're married and you want to divorce him, but you actually it'd be easier if he died on you because he's so bad.
Wow. Is anybody in a
Man.
situation like that where they feel like there's no way out?
I know some people that wish.
This
that
is
way,
the
but-
safe space. Are we not in the nest? I thought we're in the tree of trust.
Set a class tree of trust now. You can call.
713-390-KRBE. Do you wish disease on your mate?
Oh,
They
my
drop
God.
dead.
Oh, my God.
Oh, my
That is
God.
horrible.
We'll hear from you next on The Roula and Ryan Show.